Girl Q, what's up? I know I haven't been up here lately. I apologize for that. Life has been lifing, y'all. Um, I will say that life has been lifing. That's another reason why y'all haven't seen me. Um, what should I say? Updates on this channel. So updates on this channel is I will start back to covering reality TV. Soon. Just give me a minute to catch up on everything. Um, that's something that I do want to say. I will get back to doing what I was going to do, and that's cover some old shows like OC. OC was a TV show. One Tree Hill. I'm gonna get into that. Y'all have been patiently waiting, and so am I. But now that I have some time on my hands, I'm able to do it. Health and wellness update. Um, Health and wellness updates. As far as my diabetes goes, give me one moment. Um, I am switching from. Y'all, give me one moment. Let me put this on Do Not Disturb. Um, turn on Do Not Disturb. All right. Um, I am waiting on my insurance to approve my Minjar. Okay. For my diabetes. My diabetes have been under control for a while. Hold on, y'all. This is my boss. Yeah. Okay. My type 2 diabetes, we have been under control. Why? Because I've been under control. Um, yeah, my boss calls me. I'm going to have to answer. Uh, Hold on. Um, Manjaro is the highest ranking part of you losing weight. Right now, my weight is at 225. Okay. So we have to think ideally and practical. So where do I want to be? Ideally, I want to be at 150, 140. weight wise, okay? Um, I still do work out. If I'm not at work, I'm still working out even here. At my parents. Not a problem. Um, I'm probably in about shape wise. I'm probably in about better shape than I was. I'm gonna say a good 5 years ago. Um, so we have that. 5 years ago, I was in the complete danger zone. I was weighing 275 pounds. I'm just being honest with y'all. I was weighing 275 pounds. Um, when I was in my 20s. Okay, in my 30s. I don't want y'all to be like, well, Q, is all of your progress through Ozempic? I give a lot of thanks to God and Ozempic and the way how I decided to change my eating patterns around. Sometimes, y'all, I'm only eating once a day. That's just for me. Now, y'all go talk to a dietitian, they'll tell you eat 3 times a day. And doing that, hey, how are you doing? Hey, Huggy. Hi. A dietitian will tell you to eat 3 times a day plus eat a snack. Okay, that's the right way how to do this. But when my body is in the defensive mode of feeling full, like this morning, y'all, I had a bacon tortilla. Literally, wound up taking the tortilla, had bacon, egg, and cheese in it. I was already full. Can't eat no more. Tried eating too. Okay, I had to take the bread off. Couldn't do it. Washed it down with some water. We good to go. I'm full. I'm full all the way until later on tonight. That's just my body saying, "Hey, we've gotten so used to those epic. We've gotten so used to you not really eating that much. Let's do something." My face isn't as wide as it used to be. And it's crazy that I'm going back in time. It is crazy that when I went somewhere the other day, they were asking, "Are you really 31? You sure that you're not a teenager?" Yes, ma'am, I'm 31 years old. I have proof to show you. Um, and staying active, y'all. Having an active mind, active body, um, really keeps you going. Um, depression, when depression kicks in, and when I start worrying about X, Y, and Z, then my body knows that, hey, we have to go into defensive mode. Defensive mode for my body, y'all, is we only snack a little bit, but that snack is all we have. We're not, the body's not hungry because mentally we're not hungry. Psychologically, we're not hungry. Worry has filled in the gaps, and that's not healthy. But I can only do what me and my body knows how to do: eat right, work out, and put our faith in God. With that being said, I'm coming back to my YouTube channel. I don't know what reality TV show I'm planning on covering. I want y'all to give me uh your ideas on what you want to see me cover. Let's continue on to grow this channel together. And for anybody who's suffering with type 2 diabetes, I'm here for you. If you're on your journey with using insulin, I have your back. If you're on your journey with just like how I started off with just using Ozempic, I got you on that. And you're planning on going on to Manjaro. Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm here for you. I've heard a lot of people have their own side effects when it gets down to Manjaro. Um, we'll see what mine are. I started off with small side effects last year when it got down to me using Ozempic, but it wasn't nothing bad. I mean, it wasn't nothing big or anything. Um, it's just something that your body has to adjust to. And y'all always stay hydrated, drink your water. Normally, the water that I get, y'all, this is normally not the water I drink. Mine's is out of a steel bottle. That's the water that I drink is by Pure Life. And that water's like $4, $5, $6. Um, but water is water. Um, stay hydrated. Yeah, every now and then I'm gonna tell you something. Yes, you can drink all the Coke and soda you want if you choose to, but you gotta remember all that stuff is going to accumulate to your blood sugar spiking. I'm not saying don't drink you some tea because I got me some tea right here, y'all. All right, but it's not like that. I'm sipping and drinking on it. Um, do I miss doing wake up with Q with y'all? Yeah, but to be honest with y'all, your girl is tired. I would love to do wake up with Q. We work out. We do X, Y, and Z together. I will have to pull a wake up with Q with y'all one of these days. Right now, what am I doing with my life? I'm going through a transaction. Uh, well, transitioning into something else. So I'm not trying to give out too much details. So what can I say? I can say that I have decided to look into school, going to school for being an X-ray technician. Starting off at Lone Star College. Getting my degree in the medical field. Why? Because I want to work with children. As far as Texas Children's Hospital goes, and then I want to expand my career to being a pediatric doctor, to also working inside of the main Texas Children's building as far as being a doctor. That's what I want to do. I need to give a big shout out to Texas Children because Texas Children, when I was a kid, they helped me out a lot. Um, when I was sick, finding out when I had seizures, when I also um had different medical problems when I was a kid. Um, especially when I broke out in hives from eating pecans or pecans, depending on where you're from. To even when we found out that I was allergic to almonds. So me being allergic to almonds played a big factor. Um, and then also us finding out that I'm allergic not just to the nut but also to the tree. So yeah, I do want to work in the field with children. When I start school, I will let y'all know. But yeah, um, other than that, your girl's been fine. Um, you're probably about to ask me what's going on. Why do you say hold on? Because your boss was texting. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. When I say boss, y'all don't even know what I'm talking about when I say boss. um, yeah, we're gonna get back. I'm gonna message a couple of people because y'all, for once, you don't know my number has changed. So if you're trying to text my old number, I have to text you from my new number. I'm just laying low, y'all. I've been off of social media, just reposting. I haven't really done anything too detrimental. But yeah, y'all, I want y'all to subscribe to my channel. We gonna have fun again. Realize my timings are gonna change. This wasn't even planned. I just said I need to hop up here because I realized some of y'all have really was like, you know what? She probably dead somewhere laying in the ditch, right? No, I'm not dead anywhere laying in the ditch. I'm just going through stuff, y'all. And I realized that even with my social media life, I do need to watch how much I do tell y'all. You know, see, it's been eating too much. Who's been eating too much? Um, as far as diabetes go, y'all, how I control me not if you're asking how do I control me not eating too much, it's a psychological thing. So you have to sometimes tell yourself that you're full. Okay. As long as I get finished eating two things, like I have my breakfast burrito. Let's just say this, okay? Take my breakfast burrito this morning. I had two of them. I was not trying to eat all the bread. Uh, the protein that's in it, like the egg, the bacon, that's fine, okay? But realize that you're gonna have to have like a veggie somewhere in there, or you're gonna have to flush that out. Well, I've been drinking water all day, and I've been flushing that out. Why? Because I don't need my egg and my bacon staying in my system for too long. There is a point to where my body's going to override my mentality to where it says we are hungry. Okay, trust me. Today's Friday, right? Yeah, today's Friday. Um, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, went out and I ate. Okay, we had Burger King. We had pot pies. We've been over there to go grab some sweets. Okay, but I walked there, walked back, filled this up with another bottle of water, a couple of bottles of water. Um, Cleaned out my system, realized I said something, I walked. There is a shut off time that my body does have. And if you're about to say, did you eat everything? Nah. I wasn't even really feeling a burger like that, to be honest with y'all. Um, with that being said, me and my body had to have become to couture moment. And that moment was, you know what? We're full. Me and my body, we always have these mentality talks. Okay, we're gonna eat this much, but we don't finish the burger, it's fine. Okay? We don't finish the burger, it's fine. Even though the burger had lettuce, tomatoes on it, it is completely fine. Okay. With that being said, I'm not gonna push my body and my system any further. I'm not gonna hit that brick wall because I refuse to. Mind you, even though my body says we're full, my stomach still does growl. If your stomach is still growling, it's fine. I learned this from my dietitian is our bodies are not meant to feel full. Our bodies are not meant to feel full. When we start getting the itis, which is sleepiness, sleepyitis, tired, just want to go to sleep right after eating, then our bodies are not going to digest it fully. It's going to take it a couple of days. Compared to me sitting up and eating, and my body is digesting it completely. Um, Psychologically, I can tell my body to do anything I want it to do. Um, and that's a mentality thing. You have to get into the mental status of that. And how you do that is you have to pray. You have to believe. You have to know when it's time for you to take your medicine and take it on time. The Ozempic is once a week. It's not like when you're doing um insulin and stuff like that to where you prick yourself, you check your blood sugars, and you see where you have to manage out uh where you have to manage out like how much insulin your body needs to bring down your blood sugar. Uh for my type 1 diabetics, the the thing with type 1 diabetes I've learned for from people who do have type 1 diabetes is them trying to keep their blood sugar afloat. And that's because their pancreas is not sending out enough um insulin to the body. So gotta watch that for my type 1s. But as type 2s, it's controlling how much insulin is being put out. I can take my blood sugar right now if I wanted to, but I don't want to. And it'll sit up there and tell me I went probably like in the 90s, maybe 80s. Um, Trying to figure out which backpack that I put in. You know what? We should check these blood sugars because I haven't checked it today. I wasn't planning on checking it today, but since I'm talking about it, might as well be about it, right? Let me see. For anyone starting off on Ozempic for the first time, you are want to do the 0.25, which will be something that looks like this. Um, this one is empty. So, um, let me see where did I put my strips at before I start freaking myself. Because I remember I did put my strips back in here. Let me see this one. All right, give me one moment while I try to look for these test strips. Um, Probably ran out of test strips. Yeah, I did. I'm about to buy me some more. So we're just gonna estimate all my blood sugar is. My estimated guess is that we're about blood sugar wise. Actually, hold on. Actually, let me check this right here. Got that right there. Okay. So I'm gonna estimate that my blood sugar is maybe somewhere between 80, 85 that we're sitting today. Maybe lower than that, maybe like 75. Um, Am I okay sitting at that? Since y'all worry if you're sitting at 75. Understand this. For people who have type 2 diabetes, our job is to make sure that our body is not producing too much insulin. Too much insulin being put out through our pancreas is going to cause you issues. Um you'll start having issues with your kidneys, your liver. You don't want those type of issues. You might say, Q, why are you switching then? I'm switching between Ozempic and Jarl. It's because I have been able to maintain it. But we need to get me out of the weight zone of being 200. Being in the 200 weight zone as we speak is dangerous. It's dangerous for me and it's dangerous for my weight. Okay? It is completely dangerous. Um, y'all, my stomach is not as big as it used to be. Okay? I can't go like this and tap on my belly. I mean, I can, but it ain't big and round like the way how it used to be. Okay? Because I'm still exercising, y'all. Um, one something that I find easier to manage that eating process thing is getting you some sugar-free gum. Get you some sugar-free gum, you will be just fine. Because your mind's saying that you're chewing on something. Get you some peanuts. Peanuts are fine. Get you some other things. That is fine. Um, Relax and chillax. Don't overthink it. Realize, y'all, I'm not a doctor. I can't tell you what to do, and I'm not planning on telling you what to do because what works good for me is not going to work good for you, possibly. Um, but there's something that we do have to have in common. Knowing when to tell yourself stop. Can you have a couple of chips? Yeah. This whole thing that you have to count out 15 chips or 5 chips. Okay. When you're first starting off, yeah, you want to start counting out how many chips you're eating. They're gonna tell you to get you some chips that say baked. There's nothing wrong with baked chips. There's nothing wrong with baked chips. There's nothing wrong with baked chips. Baked chips are great, but read on the back of the packaging on what it says. It'll tell you if you're allowed to have like 15 chips, count out 15. But if you're like everybody else who's been on the journey for a long period of time and you made it this far to where, hey, we're switching to something higher. Okay. Okay. I'm like this. Eat you a chip or a couple. Eat the full bag if you want, but realize this. Understand this. You still gotta flush it out with water. You still gotta flush it out with water. Water is gonna be your best friend. Y'all might ask me, how about eating a honey bun? Honey buns, I'm leaving up to y'all. I don't really. put tell this. I don't really like honey buns like that. Okay, don't come after me, honey bun queens and kings. Um, the honey bun thing just ain't my thing. Okay, I'm saying it now. Eating a bunch of honey buns is not my thing. I'm not part of the honey bun club. Um, give me a cupcake, and I'm not talking about Little Debbie's. I mean, go to the bakery and go grab me some cupcakes, or um, grab me a strawberry muffin, blueberry muffin. We good. Do not turn around and say, "Well, I got a honey bun. You want some honey buns? I'll have one honey bun, and then I'll decide if I'm going to eat the full thing." Or if I'm gonna ask somebody, do y'all just want to share this with me? Because I'm not gonna turn around here and eat this whole entire honey bun. Um, I used to love honey buns when I was a kid. Me and the honey bun club, what we're like, we're like this. You understand? We're like this. But as I got older, me and the honey bun club ain't like that. For me to want a honey bun, I would have to crave a honey bun. Don't come after me, Little Debbie's. I love y'all to death. Don't come after me. Okay, okay. What was it? Hostess, don't come up after me. Um, all my big backs, don't come after me about the honey buns. Um, I used to love honey buns when I was a kid, all the way up into my adulthood. But um, I had to pull back. I want y'all to realize as you get older, you have to pull back. You have to pull back on what you put in your mouth because what you put in your mouth leads to what you feed your body. What you feed your body adds up to everything else. I'm trying to prevent things in my life from happening so that I don't wind up being the narrative of what people normally do say, well, that's what happens when you have type 2 diabetes and you don't take care of yourself. Okay, I'm taking care of myself. As y'all realize, I haven't yet picked up this tea down here. The reason why is because I gotta go grab me a couple of bottles of water and fill this right here right on up. Which I'll do it before I go, but I'm just saying. And it's gonna take two, maybe three and a half bottles to fill this up. Okay. Um, you gotta understand that part. My skin has been so far glowing since I have started treating my body right. Understand this, our bodies know what we need. Sometimes we have to reprogram our bodies. Sometimes we have to say, God, you know what? I need your help to help me reprogram my body. Because I don't know what I did, how it happened. I take that back, God. I know exactly what happened. I went through depression, anxiety, mental health. A lot was going on. I didn't take care of myself. But you know what? You know what? God, I give it all to you. Just help me get out of not having to take medicine for the rest of my life. Help me get back into the right focus that I need to be, because focus is where I need to be. You understand? So let's get out of talking depression and all that stuff, because that's not what I'm up here for. I need everybody who just tuned in to subscribe to this channel. I want to be goofy when I'm able to be goofy. I don't care if it's me getting off of work and being goofy, and us just talking just to be talking. I am going to look at getting Max back because Plattsville is looking promising this season. I didn't cover last season because it was boring. No, last season I didn't cover it yet because I said it was boring. Which I will go back and recover Plattsville from last season. I do need to get back into my sister wives segments. On this channel, I am going to start covering AEW. I want my channel to be post commentary, um, which welcomes in wrestling fans, because that's something that I can actually stick with. Um, and I'm not just talking about any wrestling fans. We're gonna talk some WWE stuff. I really haven't been watching it like that. We're gonna cover some old school stuff. Um, we're gonna cover some stuff that talks about Ric Flair and what's going on social media. Um, to be honest with you, I do want to cover that, and eventually, hopefully, um, as the commentary builds up, I can be able to reach out to Ric Flair to get an interview. Okay, because I personally want to interview the Nature Boy himself, Ric Flair, on this channel. Um, Ric Flair, woo! And then eventually, get down to interviewing people like Tully Blanchard, Arn Anderson, the Four Horsemen, of course, members of the Four Horsemen. So yeah, I want to get into that. But this channel is going to be half and half, which means drum roll, I'm splitting this channel. When I say split this channel, I mean that I'm going through my YouTube description. Us talking about uh DC and Marvel, that's just going to be my thing that I do on the whims. Um, it's going to be something that I do on a whims. I'll do it here and there every now and then. I just need to find somebody to battle with, because right now I don't have anybody to really battle with as far as Marvel versus DC. Um, I would love to have someone that I could have a rivalry with. Um, so I'll keep y'all posted on that. Housewives, I'm picking and choosing. Right now, I'm back to watching Married to Medicine. I'm gonna start watching The Real Housewives of Atlanta. Um, Sister Wives, I need to catch up on that. I'll see what else is out there. I'm not covering anything that has to do with Below Deck. Not this go around. A lot of y'all love it. Um, it's just because Below Deck, y'all, that is long. I mean, it is long. Uh, I will try to upbeat everything. Don't get me mistaken. But y'all let me know if y'all want to see me cover Below Deck. I don't mind covering it. I just realized some of y'all just really wasn't into it. You know what I mean? Like y'all were into it, but y'all really wasn't into it. I do want to start covering on Max. Unexpected. It's kind of like covering teen moms, which I never did. Um, but I do want to actually cover that. I do need to check on X because on X, um, I need to see when Dustin Rhodes, aka um, yeah, I said it right. Go Dust. There we go. But out of respect for Dustin, I'm just gonna say Dustin Rhodes. Um, I need to see when his promotion is doing their stuff on YouTube. I need to catch up on that. Because he's got his nephews in that. Um, so I'm gonna start catching up on more wrestling promotions. As far as also going back and forth between um housewives, wrestling, sister wives, and just seeing what the sports are out there. Oh yeah, unexpected, of course. Um, get this channel back where it needs to be, upbeat, more positivity. We might not be doing as much as I would love to bring back Wake Up with Q. I would love to. I can't see myself waking up the way how I was waking up before, y'all. 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, unless like I have to for work. So, with that being said, we can unite with Q on certain days. Y'all might be like, well, Q, how can we follow you? So, well, good question. Let me go grab my tag real quick for Instagram. Here it is. Mm, that's how y'all can follow me. Y'all, we're about to end this for a minute. Um, hold on. Y'all go follow me on IG. We're gonna start making history again. I can't let my channel just sit here. Feels like that has been a year since I haven't been up here, and to be honest with you, it's been less than that. But it feels like I've been gone forever, ever. And I miss y'all, and I miss talking that smack. Um, but over here, I'm covering as far as wrestling, I'm covering AEW. I'm gonna have to cover that AEW. That AEW had me wildin', if you know what I mean. AEW was doing their thing during COVID. Um, even WWE, they were doing their thing during COVID. Excuse me. Um, and everybody said it was gonna flop like how WCW did. Nah, it didn't flop. Everybody said it was gonna flop like ECW. I didn't flop. Um, if anything, it progressed. Yeah, it's this is crazy. I'm sitting up here, I'm talking to y'all, and y'all are actually like seeing my. I mean, like y'all saw my face, but my face has gotten smaller. Um, from since like the last time y'all have actually seen me. But um, everybody said that these companies were gonna flop because WWE was taking over. Um, eventually, I want to be in that room. As a commentator. I want to be a doctor. I want to be at that X-ray technician with the kids that say when you ask the kids like, hey, who's your favorite wrestler, and they tell you who, and you tell them, hey, if you be still, I might have like a jersey or something like that, or like a sticker to give to you of like your favorite wrestler, but I just need you to be still. Like I want to be that type of radiologist technician. Like, I want to be the cool radiologist technician. That's just what I want to be. Um. So yeah, I want to make the environment like chill. That's the type of radiologist technician like I want to be. Y'all might be like, why not work in a hospital with adults? Um. Let me tell y'all why I don't want to work in a hospital with adults. Okay. As being a patient, um, it's going to be harder because it's harder to calm down an adult than it is a child. Okay. Things that I don't want to have to do as an X-ray technician for an adult is to have to sedate you, which means give you something to calm you down, to make your nerves relax, and to have you pass out so I can really get my job done. I don't want to have to do that if I don't have to. Now, later on, I might move up the ladder to working with adults, but first time going around, I do want to work with kids. Um, like I said, I owe a lot to Texas children. As far as how they helped me out when I was a kid, and why not go back to the place that helped you out when you were a kid? I could later on go work in Memorial Herman Hospital in the section with the kids. Um, because they did help out a lot when I got hit. Um, almost like 14, 15 years ago. Um, so they did a lot. Am I planning on staying in Texas? Well, duh. Where else am I gonna go? Um, at this point, it's about where I can use the gifts that God is giving me to go perform my best at. But first, I gotta get into school. I have so many dreams that I want to fulfill, and I'm going to tell you this. Some of y'all might be like, "Why do you want to look at being a pediatric, be a radiologist technician, an X-ray technician, and finish out your radiologist technician courses?" And then look at going right back to school to being a pediatric doctor. Okay, let me tell you why. So when your kids hit 11, you can no longer take them to see a pediatric doctor. When I was coming up, I couldn't go see a pediatric doctor. When I got sick, the question was always, well, who's her pediatric doctor? Well, they're saying that she's 11 years old and she's not supposed to go see a pediatric doctor. Well, she's not an adult. Of course, I'm not an adult. I'm still a child. I remember one doctor said, "This is where you need to go take her. She needs to see her pediatric doctor." Um, it's a process of being in limbo, and I never want a parent who is struggling to have their insurance covered testing or have their insurance try to find them another doctor because they can't find another doctor because their child hit 11 years old going on 12. I don't want to be that doctor who turns their patients away. Um, a lot of things have changed. A lot of doctors went right back to taking teenagers, adolescents again, within the process of 15 to 16 years. Yeah, which is a good thing. Um, but when I was coming up, trying to find a pediatrician to take a teenager was kind of hard. And I want to be a doctor who, when you need me, I'm on call. That I can also pull in another doctor to come in to come do something that I might not know what I'm doing because I'm not licensed to do it. A lot of y'all might say, why not go be a brain surgeon? I could. Here's the thing. There's a lot of things that a radiologist technician can do. Okay, I'm just an x-ray technician who's going to start picking up more courses eventually. An x-ray technician can also go right ahead and get her license to um be have her RN license. Okay? I can work to get that. That's gonna take me like 3 years. Um, depending on my pace. X-ray technician can do a lot of things. But right now what Texas children is needing, from my understanding, is they need more x-ray technicians. And I'm willing to be that one. Now if there's an opportunity that maybe I get to fly out to another state and go help out over there, let's just say something happens, they need other doctors out there, I'm all hands on. I'm game for that. But I want to make sure that I have my license and also being a pediatric and a technician for helping out kids. Eventually, I will go into looking at getting my other doctor's degree to help out adults. But I want to make sure that what I'm doing, I'm giving back to the same hospital that helped out me and my family. I'm giving back to both hospitals that helped out me and my family. Do not ask me if I'm going to look at being a chiropractor because I'm not. Being a chiropractor is something I'm not trying to be. Um, I might look at getting my WNBA license, but that's just far off from right now. I just want to look at sticking in radiology technician for X-rays, and then eventually doing CTC scans and MRIs and stuff like that. Um, because a lot of people say, "Well, you have a calming voice." Thank you, I appreciate it. My game is to just get back. And at Texas Children, y'all realize they help out all different types of kids. Um, Teenagers, uh, down to newborn babies, to little kids, to teenagers. Texas Children is truly a great hospital. Memorial Herman is truly a great hospital. Methodist is a great hospital. Here in the state of Texas, we do have excellent hospitals. Ben Taub is a great hospital. Um, but I have goals to where I want to work. And eventually make it into, Memorial Herman. And like I said, I can always go back to working with adults eventually, but not right now. About to end this right here, y'all, because we only got one person watching. Do me a favor, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all that great fancy stuff. I'm back. I'm officially back. Your girl's back. I'm back. I'm back. But I gotta skedaddle because I don't want it to start raining again. But yeah, catch y'all later. All right, bye.